Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Math with Mullins. Today we're going to be looking at our 7.4 through 7.6 quiz review, so let's go ahead and get started. The first 6 questions are really easy. They're just classifying scatter plots as positive, negative, or no correlation, okay? So number 1, we're going to say no correlation because there's not a definite line. Number 2 is negative though because a lot of them are trending down. 3 would be positive because many of the dots are trending up. 4 is also positive because they're trending upwards. 5 is negative, the dots are trending downwards, and then 6 would be no correlation because there's not a specific way that they're going up or down. The next few we're going to plot some points, so this is the part that takes a little bit, so if you need to fast forward in this part of the video, you can. The history teacher asked her students how many hours of sleep they got and then took their test scores. The data below shows the number of hours the students slept on their exam and then their score in the exam, so plot the data on a scatter point. So the first one we have 8 hours and then 83. Okay. The next one 7 hours, 86, 7 hours, 74, 8 hours, 88, 6 hours, 76, 5 hours, 63, 7 hours, 90, 4 hours, 60, 9 hours, 89, and then 7 hours, 81. Okay, I think I got all those dots there. So check, we plotted the data on the scatter point. Draw your line of fit. That means I want to hit as many points as possible with an even number on the top and bottom, so maybe about there. Then use your line to predict the test score of a student who got 8.5 hours of sleep. 8.5 is right here in the middle, so we might predict them to get around 87 to 90. Okay. Next up, assume a 3-hour period was spent outside. A person recorded the temperature and their water consumption. This experiment was conducted on 7 randomly selected days during the summer, and the data is shown in the table. So we're going to do water consumption to temperature. So just be cautious. Water consumption is here, X, temperature is Y. So here we go. Plot your data on the scatter plot. We're not using the number of days. Water consumption, 48 ounces, 99 degrees. That sounds about right. It's kind of warm. 27 and 85, 48 and 97 degrees. So again, another kind of cluster right here. We have 16 ounces, 75 degrees, 32 ounces, 92 degrees, 25 ounces, 85 degrees, and 20 ounces, 83 degrees. Okay, draw your line of fit. So most of my points are here, so we got a few outliers on that side. Okay, and that's all we needed to do for number 8. Number 9, now we're going to identify some things on scatter plots. The scatter plot shows the number of lawns mowed by a local lawn care business for 1 week. Okay, how many days does it take to mow 30 lawns? Well, here's 30 lawns, and it is matching up with 4 days. Okay, about how many lawns can be mowed in 1 day? 1 day is looking like it's around 11, maybe 12. You could also do the number of lawns we had, 30, and divide that by 4. And it's saying 7.5, but according to this, we're going to say about 12. Okay. The relationship shown by the data is a positive linear because it's going up and it's making somewhat of a line. 10, the scatter plot shows this number of bushels filled and the number of apples picked. So how many bushels are needed for 350 apples? We're going to say about 16. About how many apples can be placed in 8 bushels? This is 100, 150, so we'll say 175, and then describe the relationship. This is a positive linear relationship. Okay. Next up, write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y is equal to mx plus b. Here is our first point, that is our y-intercept. So b is equal to 2. And then my slope can be found by finding some perfect points. There's one really close to it, that's up 1 over 1. So rise 1 over 1, which is just 1. That's my m. So this one is y is equal to 1x plus 2, or you could even say y is equal to x plus 2. Either one of those would work, okay? For number 12, this is a proportional relationship, so my b is equal to 0, and then my slope, the next perfect point I'm seeing is way over here. So this is rise 2, run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my slope is 2 over 5, so y is equal to 2 over 5x, okay? 13, again, start with my b, this is 2. Next perfect point is down 1 over 2, so my m is negative 1 over 2. So y is equal to negative 1/2 x plus 2. Number 14, I've got negative 3 as my b, and then perfect point, I see 1 right here, so let's use that one. I'm going to go left to right, down 2 over 1, so that's negative 2 over 1. So y is equal to negative 2x minus 3. Okay, and then a few more. Sketch the graph of the line. There is no y-intercept, so my y-intercept is 0. And my m is negative 3 over 1. That means I need to go down 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1 to create that negative slope. Number 16, my y-intercept is negative 4. And then my slope is negative 3 over 1. So down 1, 2, 3, but that's going to get me off of the graph. So I'm going to go up 3, left 1. So up 1, 2, 3 to the left 1 still shows a negative slope. 17, my y-intercept is 1, and then my slope, m, is 2 over 1. So rise 2, run 1, gets me here. And then 18, my y-intercept is 3. My slope is 1 over 5, so rise 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of stretched out, but still making that a straight line regardless, okay? And then our last two is just interpret the slope and the y-intercept. So, two things, slope, y-intercept, okay? In this case, my slope is rise 1, run 4. So up 1 over 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 represents my rise, so that's bonus points. And my 4 represents run, which is my number of problems correct. So 1 bonus point for every 4 problems correct. The y-intercept is 0, comma 0, so no bonus points for no questions correct. Okay, the next one we have money in days. I'm seeing my slope. It looks like I go down 1 over 1, but if you pay attention, this is 14 to 12, so this is down 2 and then over 1. So negative 2 over 1 represents dollars over days, okay? So I'm losing $2 every day, okay? My y-intercept starts at $14, so I started with $14, okay? That's all it really wanted to ask you to do for finding and interpreting slope and y-intercept of the graph. That'll conclude our review on lesson 7.4 through 7.6. This was slope-intercept, proportional relationships, and scatter plots. Hopefully this video helped you, get you a chance to see what's on your quiz tomorrow. Take your time on your quiz tomorrow. Good luck. I know you can crush it, and we will catch you next time. Have a great day.